name is Sajivani, and today I'll be doing my P2, Sonia. My name is Sajivani, Sonia, Tanaba. I was one lucky kid who got to spend her entire childhood with her grandparents. I lived with them and I saw them more often than I saw my own parents. I was the youngest kid in my family, the youngest grandchild, and obviously the cutest one. I was somehow ended up to be actually a very fair kid, the fairest in my family. And now, well, the sun just got a little closer. I was named after Sonia Gandhi, okay, the president of the Indian National Congress Party. See, my grandfather, he loves to watch the Indian news, Tamil news. And he always admired Sonia Gandhi to be a very independent and very strong-willed person. So he decided that, you know, her skin tone and my skin tone was almost.
Okay.
And thus, Sonia. Okay. This is Sonia Gandhi, for all those who don't know. And this is me. Okay, and the little hamper that I'm holding right there, I won that at the cutest baby contest. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. First prize. And the man who's actually carrying me is my grandfather. See, my grandparents, they pretty much did everything for me. From choosing my name, to sending me to school, to carrying me all the way to the clinic whenever I was sick. It was them. And me being a child, I never appreciated or valued this kind of actions. Don't we almost always take people around us for granted? I grew very attached to my grandparents. I still remember the days where I used to hold on to the gate and wait for my grandfather to come back from work just so that he would take me on a ride on his bicycle. Oh yes, bicycles was a big thing then, and you had to have a license to ride one. I still remember the days where he used to buy French baguette bread, which was so hard to chew on, but we still ate them anyway, soaking in the tea long enough just so that it becomes a little softer to chew on. Life wasn't luxurious then, but we were happy. There was happiness in that home. Very soon we moved out of where we stayed. I moved back to live with my parents, and my grandparents got a new flat at Boon Keng. I still remember the time where I stood, the very first week once they moved in, I stood at the foot of the block and I looked up and I imagined someone falling off the 7th floor. I don't exactly know why I had these imaginations, but eventually I grew up and I grew out of these imaginations. But you know how they always say, be careful what you wish for? That innocent, horrifying, unexpected wish came through on the 26th of November 2009. My grandfather fell to his death from the 7th floor. He committed suicide. I refused to cry simply because I was not convinced that it was him. They identified him via his IC. 3 days later, after the post-mortem, when they brought him back, I was convinced that it was him, but by that time, state of denial and refusal stepped in. When they took him out of the box, the very first sound that I heard was Scotch tape being pulled apart, and I still cringe to the sound of it. When they took him out of the box, I held on to him like I was holding on to my dear life, because I knew that was the very last time I'm ever going to have him in my hands. I knew that that was the very last time that I was ever going to have him in my hands. My world stopped spinning for a while. He left us. Sonia died with him. There are many days where all of us just sat in our own rooms thinking and trying to find out why, what happened, what went wrong, what mistakes that we did. Not realizing that these questions can never and will never be answered. He yearned for love, care, and concern. He yearned to be taken care of by his children and grandchildren. He looked for us, we looked past him. He wasn't looking for anything materialistic. He was looking for love. He was looking for someone to take care of him, someone who can tell him that he was not a burden, someone who can be with him right there. But we were also consumed in growing up that we actually failed to love the one who greatly mattered. We cannot bring back time. We can't go back and try to amend what we did. And he has left us with the greatest regret of not showing him and not appreciating the love that they have shown us. Right today, the message I want to put across to all of you listening to this speech is that try to value the ones that you love the most. People are not permanent. We are not permanent. We are not constant. And everybody is going to go one day. It's just a matter of time. You will never know when is the last time you're ever going to speak to a person again. Ever. I was Sonia. And now, I can never be her again. Thank you.